Dear students, I am Mrs. Pratika. You all know that I'll be handling maths subject for you all. So today the topic which I'm going to take up is again with the fractions and decimals. Part 2, fractions and decimals. So we will continue with the topic fractions and decimals. So after completing this chapter, after completing this section, so you will be able to learn these many things. What you will be able to convert improper fraction to a mixed fraction, or a mixed fraction to improper fraction, and you will be able to compare two or more fractions when the denominators are same and when the denominators are different. So under this you have two conditions. So these are the concepts you will be learning under the topic fractions and decimals. So let us start the class. Okay, so the first thing, the concept we are going to learn is about converting a improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction? So before learning about that, now you have learned what is improper fraction. Now tell me, what is improper fraction? So improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is greater. In the improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. Now that fraction we have to take, a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator, that fraction we have to take, and that fraction should be converted to a mixed fraction. So what is a mixed fraction? Yes, you have studied about that also, mixed fraction. So mixed fraction is a part of a whole and a proper fractions. So it is a mixed fraction, is a part of a whole fraction, whole number and a proper fractions together form a mixed fraction. So let us start solving. Let us learn how to convert it. So the first one is converting improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So this is the first concept. So we will take one example. Let us given there 47 by 7. So 47 by 7. 47 by 7 is an improper fraction. Yes. Because here the numerator is 47 and the denominator is 7. So numerator is greater than the denominator. So it is a improper fraction. So it is an improper fraction. So I have to convert this improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So how to do it? So we have to divide this fraction. So 47 by 7 we will do here. So we will do usual division, 47 by 7. So 7, how much are 47 nearest to? Yes, 7 sevens are 49. So 7 6 are we have. 7 6 are 42. So what is the remainder? 5 is the remainder. Keep as it is. Clear? Therefore, your 47 by 7 will be equal to. So 47 by 7 will be equal to 6 into 2 by 7. That is how you are writing it. 6 is your quotient. Quotient into remainder by the divisor. So that gives you that's how you convert a mixed fraction to improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So that is how to convert improper fraction. So here you have a quotient. Your quotient will always be a whole number, and this is a 6 is a whole number, and this 2 by 7 is an improper fraction. So we have converted into a improper fraction form. So quotient, and then 2 is what? 2 is our remainder. and divided by a divisor. So this is how you write quotient, which is a whole number, then the remainder divided by the divisor. So this is how you convert a mixed fraction, improper fraction to a mixed fraction. That is 47 by 7 is improper fraction, which we have converted to a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a combination of a whole number and improper fraction. So it is 2 by 7. We will do one more problem. So this second question, I will give 35 by 2 if it's given. Simple one I have given. So it is 35 here and 2 is over here. So 2 ones are 2 and 15 are left here. Remainder now 7s are 14. So 1 is the remainder here. So how to write this 35 by 2, which is an improper fraction, how to write in a mixed fraction? So quotient, first you write quotient. Always the denominator, what was divisor? What is the divisor we had for the previous? We had in our improper fraction, same thing, same number is a divisor in the mixed fraction also. Divisor of improper fraction is also the divisor in the mixed fraction also. So that will be the divisor here in the mixed fraction 2, which is 2, and the 1 is the remainder. So this is how we write it. So this is how we convert a improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So that's what they are saying. So here we have written divide the numerator with the denominator. Yes, we have divided the numerator. The quotient 6 becomes the whole number. So quotient is our whole number. And 1, the remainder 5 becomes our numerator for the proper fraction. For the proper fraction, here 1 is the, 1 by 2. This is for the numerator of our proper fraction. 1 becomes, remainder becomes the numerator of the proper fraction. This here it is, they have taken the other example, previous example which I have solved. Okay, so this is how we convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. Next, we will see how the vice versa, how to convert a mixed fraction to a second one, converting mixed fraction to a improper fraction. To improper fraction. So what's the number given there? 4, 3 by 4. The question given is 4, 3 by 4. So it is a mixed fraction, right? Which has 4 is a whole number, 3 by 4 is a proper fractions. So this is a mixed fraction. So this mixed fraction should be converted to an improper fraction. So how to do it? So what is again the same? The rule, we have one more rule, that is divisor remains as it is. It's not going to change. When you convert your mixed fraction to a improper fraction or improper fraction to a mixed fraction, the remainder, divisor remains the same. The divisor remains the same. So it is. Now, that is 4 as it is. Now, what is the next step? So what you have to do is multiply these two, because this is a quotient. Multiply with the divisor, right? This is a quotient. Multiply with the divisor. Add it to the remainder, gives you what? Dividend, right? That's how it's a dividend rule. What is your dividend rule says? Dividend rule says dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus your remainder. So this is your quotient rule. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. That's what we are doing. So in the numerator, in the mixed fraction, in the improper fraction, the numerator is always the dividend, right? So what is the dividend? How can you obtain from this? Divisor, that is 4, into the quotient. Quotient is also 4, plus the remainder, which is 3. Here it is 3. So that will be equal to 16 plus 3 divided by 4, that's equal to 19 by 3. So this is your improper fraction where numerator is greater than the denominator. So here it said multiply the denominator by the whole number. That's what it's saying. Multiply the denominator by a whole number and add that number to the numerator. Then what you get is the improper fraction. One more problem I'll solve. So 2, 5 by 7, 2, 5 by 7. So how will we do it? So 2, 5 by 7 will be 2 into 7. Our denominator is same. First we will do that. We'll keep the denominator fixed so that we will not have any confusion. Next comes 2 into 7 in the numerator, 2 into 7. And this is your remainder, so plus 5. So that's equal to 14 plus 5 divided by 7. And again we got 19 by 7. Yeah, so this is 1. So you add the denominator with the whole number and you add to the numerator. Another way, it is the, how do you get, this is the denominator. So denominator into the whole number, the step, denominator into the whole number plus the numerator. This is the standard form for this one if you are only talking about this. So denominator into your whole number plus the remainder plus the numerator. Yes, denominator into the whole number plus the numerator. That gives you your numerator for the improper fraction. Next concept is about comparing two fractions. How to compare two fractions? So two fractions are given to you. So how will you compare those two fractions? So comparison of fractions. Comparison of fractions. So under that first one is what we are going to do is with the same denominator. So when the denominators are same, how to compare the fractions. So when the denominators are same, for example here it's given, sorry not the, when the numerators, when the denominators are same, how to compare the fractions we have to see here. Okay, so when the denominators are same, how to compare the fractions. So I'll write few examples. Okay, I'll write the example which is written here. Second part it is fractions with the same denominator. So denominator is same. So we'll take some example. 2 by 5, 7 by 5, 1 by 5. 3 by 5. So these are the examples. So now when the denominators are same, how to compare the fractions? So when the denominators are same, what you have to do is, you have to check with the numerator. Based on the numerator, you can compare the fractions. Okay, when the denominators are same, you just check on the numerators and based on the numerators, you will compare the fractions here. Okay. Now, 2 by 5, 7 by 5, 1 by 5, 3 by 5. I have to compare this, which is greater, which is 3. So, I will write in ascending order. So, it is the smallest. So, you will see the smallest number in the, according, we write in the ascending order by looking at the numerator of the given fraction. You don't go to check whether the fraction is a proper fraction or an improper fraction. Okay, you are just writing it. So the first number will be 1 by 5. So it will be 1 by 5 is less than your 2 by 5, less than your 3 by 5, and less than your 7 by 5. So when the denominators are same, you just compare the numerators and you write accordingly. That's how you simplify the, compare the fractions. While comparing the fractions, if the denominators are same, then you look at the numerator and you compare the fractions. If you want to write in ascending order, you start from small to big of the numerator, small number of the numerator to the big number, the numerator. And if you want to write in descending order, bigger number from the numerator to the smaller number of the numerator. But the denominators has to be same. So this is the condition to compare the fractions having the same denominator. Next. Next we will second one, that is under this we have, this is the third one, under that second one. Compare fractions having different denominators, and the denominators are different. Different denominators. So when the denominators are different, how to compare the fraction? Here you have to do little work. So extra work should be done to compare the fractions. I'll write randomly few of the fractions. So 2 by 3, 1 by 6, 3 by 4, and one more I will write it as, okay, I will do it with 2 numbers right now. So that will be easy. That is 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. 3 numbers I will do it. So 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. So here we have taken 2 fractions. So both are improper fractions. So in both, proper fractions. Both are proper fractions where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So it is a proper fraction. So we don't have to do anything while comparing two fractions, whether it is a proper or improper fraction. Just for the learning purpose, I have recalled it. So we have 2 by 3, 1 by 6. So how to compare now? Your numerator is different, denominator is also different. So how to compare? So we have to compare by converting the denominator to same. That is, we are doing the equivalent fractions. We have to do the equivalent fraction. So we have to do the equivalent fraction and then you have to simplify. So here 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. So what you have to do, you have to take the LCM. Here you need to take the LCM. So 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. So you take the LCM of what denominator you have to take? 3 by 3 and 6. So take the LCM of the denominator. So 3 and 6. So your 3 ones are, 3 twos are, 2, 1, 1. So your LCM is 3 into 2, that is 6. So now you convert this to an equivalent fraction. So 2 by 3 will be equal to same equivalent fraction which I have explained in earlier classes. So 3 into 2 means you are converting into a like fraction. Similar, comparing the fraction, the similar like converting into a like fractions. Here, converting into a like fraction. So 2 by 3 into 2. So it will be 6 I have to make. So I have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2 because 3 2s are 6, right? 3 2s are 6. So I have to do that. So 6 and 4 by 6. Now 1 by 6 as it is. Now you have 1 by 6 and 4 by 6. Now which is greater here? 4 by 6 is greater. So 1 by 6 is less than 4 by 6. This is how you simplify. 1 by 6 is less than 4 by 6. So this is first we take the LCM of the denominator. When the denominators are not same, to compare two fractions, if the denominators are not same, we take the LCM of the denominator and then we convert to an equivalent fraction or the like fractions. We convert the given unlike fraction to a like fractions and then we compare the given fractions. So in today's class, we have learned these many concepts, that is converting improper fraction to a mixed fraction, converting mixed fraction to a improper fraction and comparing two or more fractions. Now let us solve some, based on these concepts, we will solve some other problems from the exercise. Yes, so yes. Now here you can see, find the equivalent fraction 11 by 15 with the numerator 1 by 154. So find the equivalent fraction. So equivalent fraction you have to find fraction of 11 by 15, equivalent fraction you have to find such a way that the numerator with the numerator 154 with the numerator 154 you have to convert in such a way that with the numerator equivalent fraction where the numerator is 154. How to do it? How to get that denominator with the equivalent fraction? So what you have to do is you have to find 11 how much are 154. How much are 11? 14s are. Otherwise you can divide that. 154 divided by 11 you can do. 11 ones are 11. So 44. 4s are 44. So 0 is remainder. So 11, 14s are. That means to 11, if I multiply 14, I will get 154. That means I have to multiply 14 to 15 with 14 also. So 14 to 15 also. So we have to multiply 14 to 15 also here. Because this is multiplied by 14, so 15 also has to be multiplied by 14 to get an equivalent fraction. So this is how we can do. So 15 into 14, 15 into 14, 15 fours are 60, so this 15 ones are 15, 6 plus 5 is 11, so it is 210. So equivalent fraction is 154 divided by 210. This is how you do. Same thing, one more question. Find the equivalent fraction. So the next question. Find the equivalent fraction of 128 divided by 1224 where, now look at this, is very interesting, with the denominator 14, with the denominator 14. Now what will you find? What you have multiplied to 14 to get 14? Can we multiply something 224 by something to get 14? A number smaller than the given number? Not possible, right? So the product should be always greater than one of the factor. Yes. Now if you are here, what is shown? The product is less than the one of the factor of this. So not possible. That means what we are doing here, we are dividing. So in previous cases, we multiply something to this number to get this number, right? Now what you have to do, if when it is small, you have to divide. Now 14, so 220, 14, how much are 224? You have to check. Here 14, how much are 224? So if for what number, if it's divided by 224, it's divided by which number you get 14. So that you have to, so vice versa also I can do it. So we will do 224 divided by 14. 14 twos are 28, so 14 ones are 22. So 84. 14 how much are 84? 14 fives are how much? 14 fives are 70. So 14 six are. 14 6 are 6 fours are 24. 6 ones are 6, 84. So it is 0. So 14. 16s are 16 is multiplied divided. So from 224, when we divide by 16, you get 14. So this is divided by what? 16. That means this also has to be divided by 16. So 16 to 128 divided by 16 means how much it will be? 8. Yes. So 16 8s are 128. So when it's divided, it will give it as 8. So this is how you convert when the equivalent fraction and one of the numerator to the required form. Someday we will mention here, you have to, the denominator has to be so much, or the numerator has to be so much, this value itself. At that time you have to do it. Otherwise, if they ask you to find 3 equivalent fraction, you can do it anyway. Multiply or divide the numerator or denominator by the same number. So in today's class, we have learned about these concepts. So go through your between us worksheets which are given on based on these topics, solve those, and also solve the exercise problems which are given in your textbooks, and the review exercises which are given in the textbook. So all those should be solved so that your doubts are clarified. And in case still if you have a query or doubts, once again you can go through this video. Go through a video 2-3 times. See the video 2-3 times. See the concept 2-3 times. Try to understand, write and solve. Then you will understand. Don't go to by heart. Okay. Thank you, students.